We did it. Okay, here we are with Ann Robinson.
Hi, Joey. Thank you.
Thank you for coming here because we have a fantastic event coming up. The type of event that captures the essence of Gloucester. It pays homage to our past and brings people to enjoy some of the cultural things that we have here. And why don't you take away and introduce what the event is, just the title of it,
Okay.
and then we can talk more about it.
Okay, we'll get into it. The event is called the Captain's Courageous Festival. It's Saturday, March 6th, all day. Starts at 9 and runs till about 9:30.
9:30 p.m.?
p.m., yes.
Okay. Now, the Captain's Courageous Festival, there are, I'm going to say, just roughly, there's about 20 different things happening this day that you can participate in. And I just wanted to, why don't we talk about where the idea came from?
Well, we stole this idea, I must say. Actually, it was inspired by the New Bedford Whaling Museum's Moby Dick Marathon. It's just finished its 14th year. It's an event where folks start reading Moby Dick from cover to cover. It runs all night, 24 hours. Volunteer readers from the community, including all sorts of folks. The assistant DA started out as, my name is Ishmael, and it goes on from there. People show up from all over. They're sitting in the audience with their books or their Kindles or whatever, just reading along and come back year after year. So,
14 years.
14. They just finished their 14th in January. My husband and I went down to check it out and see how they pulled this off. Mm-hmm. So it occurred to me that this whole idea was pretty interesting, and maybe we could adapt it for this area.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of similarities. I mean,
right?
A lot of crossover, and obviously they hit upon something down there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why not here, right?
Why not here? And what book would work for here? Because Moby Dick is, the whaling story. Melville spent time there. Here, the book that made sense, that at least right off the top of my head, was Captain's Courageous, the story of a spoiled rich boy lost at sea after having fallen off an ocean liner, rescued by a Portuguese fisherman in a dory, who's brought back to the schooner in the Grand Banks. We're here, schooner out of Gloucester. So this is the classic Gloucester fisherman story. And
What year was this written?
1865.
It was written in 1865, and what year was it? Like kind of
set.
Around that time?
Around that time. Thank you. I'm sorry, my mind just went blank
right.
on that one. There's a lot of data in here today.
I'm sure. Yeah, I know. We went over some of the things, and I have no. There would be no shame in you forgetting anything. So anybody, excuse both of us, because there's a lot to talk about. So let's talk about some of the. Let's hit upon the format. It's like a bunch of different places are going to be exposed to people.
The idea was to bring people to downtown Gloucester, to get to as many venues as possible, and to really showcase all the riches we have here. The reading is going to start at the Cape Ann Museum, and then go over. People will take a little break, walk over to the Sawyer Free Library, take a lunch break, and then readings will resume at the Gloucester Maritime Heritage Center, and then at Cape Ann Art Haven. Then there's a dinner break, and at 7 to 7:30 will be Three Sheets to the Wind, our beloved sea shanty group, will be performing at Cape Ann Community Cinema, and then immediately after that, at 7:30, we're showing the 1937 classic Captain's Courageous with Spencer Tracy. A real dandy. If you've never seen it, you've got to see it. In addition, and let me back up. There are volunteers from the community who will be reading short segments at each of the reading venues. If you'd like to sign up, please do. We'll tell you how to do that later. Mm-hmm. And then there are other events happening. There's lots of stuff for kids and families. The Cape Ann Museum will be holding activities all day in the activities room.
What are some of those activities?
Okay, let me just take a quick peek here. They will be doing a treasure hunt, a Captain's Courageous treasure hunt, paper dory decorating, fish artifact exam. People will look at something and say, what on earth is it? Kind of like this old house.
Yeah, kind of. So they'll probably have like things like mending needles for the sails, and
or some things that maybe not be widely obvious, and they have to sort of think through what it is or what would you need on a ship, or gee, this looks a lot like something I've got, but why does it have that funny thing on the end? So they'll figure it out and understand a lot about what it was like to live and work on a boat. The other thing or fishing schooner. The other thing they'll do is a mapping activity where I don't know the details about it, but the chore is, or the game, the activity is to find out where on earth in the world the Gloucester fishing captains went, and that's going to be a pretty big map.
Yeah.
You take a look.
And this is all for free at the Cape Ann Museum.
That's right. And then at Gloucester Maritime Heritage Center, they're going to be doing a tour of the Gorton's seafood galleries, Maritime Seafood Gallery. I'm sorry, I don't have the correct name in front of me here. The gallery there, and show all the
there's a lot of artifacts from the schooners.
All the artifacts they have there that are from schooners of the time. So they'll learn about how to sound a foghorn, what it was like to live on a schooner at that time, both and what it was like inshore and out fishing. Learn how to make a rope, learn how to chart a course, and learn how to plan a menu. Hopefully, for the dorymen, and maybe, who knows, do they eat anything other than cod? We'll find out.
Yeah, and this is all for free. This is all resources in Gloucester's front yard,
That's right.
downtown Gloucester.
That's right.
And to not take advantage of this is,
you need a good excuse.
you need a real good excuse, because it's all, I mean, it's unbelievable the treasures we have. And like I was telling you earlier, I had been to the Cape Ann Museum when I was a child, and a bunch of different events took place there, or exhibits took place there, even within the past couple of years that I meant to get to, I didn't get to, and I cursed myself for not getting to the Charlie Lowe exhibit, the Fiesta exhibit, and then this winter, I finally said to myself, I'm going to Middle Street Walk. I'm bringing my family to Middle Street Walk. We went in there, we were blown away.
Absolutely.
Blown away, seriously.
All of the organizations have incredible
The Heritage
resources,
Center,
activities, and just do it.
the library, I mean, all these places are gems that you have to just take the little step, think and push yourself a little bit, and once you do, you are so richly rewarded,
That's
right?
Okay. And let me also say, we do hope to expand the festival, and it certainly has the potential to become an annual event if the community supports it, and if we can get, both in terms of numbers of people attending and so forth, interest level and financial support. One thing we're doing is we're going to be having buttons. We're going to be selling buttons around town. I hope you'll pick one up. Hope everybody will pick one up. You'll get your very own at the end of this.
Wow, very nice.
And this is an opportunity to really just showcase and cherish what we've got here.
Here's the button.
Thank you.
Button.
And actually the button, as you know, was designed by Karen Conant, a graphic designer who's involved with the Hive, one of the Hive members.
Yeah. This is fantastic. Is there anything else we want to talk? Where can people go for information?
Okay, for information, you should email CARTS at info@carts.org, or you can call 978-281-1222. And Joey's got a bunch of information posted on
If you
his
go to
website.
Good Morning Gloucester and you go do a search, there's a little search box. If you type in Captain's Courageous Festival, you'll find information.
Let me also just say that loads of folks are going to want to read the book before the festival, and to have the book so they can read along. We've got copies coming in. There are loads of copies right now at Dogtown Bookstore. Surrey Free Library is calling in copies, and Bookstore of Gloucester is also calling in copies. And one more event that even Joey doesn't know about on Thursday night. Okay, check this out. There'll be more on this on the website. Thank you so much.
You got it. Thank you.